There are moments when a single sentence feels so soft and so powerful that it stops you for a second. And that's exactly what happened when Johnny Depp said something recently that made fans all over the world melt. If you've ever cared about someone so much that even thinking about them makes you smile, then this story is going to touch your heart in a very real way. Johnny Depp, someone who usually stays private, finally opened up with a line that felt honest, gentle, and surprisingly emotional. And today, we're going to talk about that moment, the moment he said, "You are the reason behind my smile." It wasn't loud. It wasn't planned. It wasn't part of any big speech. It was just natural. And maybe that's why it hit everyone so deeply. So let's talk about what really happened, why he chose to say it now, and what this tells us about the side of Johnny Depp that most people never get to see. Stay with me, because every part of this story connects to something meaningful, and by the end, it will all come together in a beautiful way. Johnny was talking casually, not trying to make any big emotional statement. He was relaxed, joking around a little, and then suddenly, his voice softened. Without thinking too much, he said the one line that people still can't stop repeating. You know how sometimes you're trying to hide your real feelings, and then one honest moment slips out? That's exactly what this felt like. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't forced. It was just Johnny being real for a second, maybe without even realizing it. And that's why fans were shocked. Johnny Depp isn't someone who often shows his emotional side in public. He's private, mysterious, and calm, even in situations where most people would break. Hearing him say something so heartfelt felt refreshing, almost like he allowed himself to breathe again. People immediately started asking questions. Who is he talking about? Who is that one person who makes Johnny smile like that? Some think it's a close friend. Some think it could be a romantic interest. Others believe he's referring to someone who supported him during his hardest moments. And honestly, the mystery is part of what makes this moment so beautiful. But there's something even deeper here. After everything Johnny has been through in the past few years, the challenges, the criticism, the pressure, hearing him talk with softness again shows something important. It shows healing. It shows growth. It shows that he's letting love and warmth back into his life. Sometimes, when someone goes through pain, the moment they start smiling again becomes its own story. And in this case, that one simple line, "You are the reason behind my smile," tells a story all by itself. And there's something else worth noticing. He didn't say, "a reason." He said the reason. That small difference shows clarity. It shows focus. It shows that this person plays a very meaningful role in his life. Maybe it's gratitude. Maybe it's admiration. Maybe it's deep affection. But whatever it is, it feels genuine. You can almost feel the truth in the way he said it. Now, when we look at this moment the way relationship experts break things down, we get a few interesting insights. When someone who is very private expresses emotion publicly, it usually means the feeling is strong enough to break through their natural walls. People tend to share their most honest thoughts in moments of comfort, not pressure. And Johnny said this line casually, almost like it came straight from the heart without any filter. That's usually a sign that the emotion behind it is real. Another thing experts say is that healing often begins with one person who makes you feel safe again. Maybe that's the case here. Maybe someone entered his life at the perfect time, giving him space, warmth, and understanding. Sometimes just having that one person can change everything. And when Johnny smiled while saying those words, that smile felt like the real clue. It wasn't the words alone. It was the expression. When someone smiles softly while talking about another person, the love is usually real. So, with all that said, here's something I'd love to know from you. Who do you think Johnny was referring to? Do you think it was a friend? Someone special? Or maybe someone who supported him during some of his darkest moments? I'd love to hear your thoughts, because everyone sees this moment a little differently. If you enjoy stories about Johnny Depp, his journey, and the emotional moments that reveal the real human behind the celebrity, make sure to check out the next video. I promise it's packed with powerful insights and moments that you won't want to miss. And if this video made you smile even a little, feel free to like it. It truly helps the channel grow and reach more amazing people like you. And of course, subscribe if you want more warm, heartfelt stories just like this one. Thank you for spending this time with me. And remember, sometimes the smallest words carry the biggest emotions.